Sometimes when it comes to sourcing leads, it can be quite hard to find specific lists or databases of your ideal customer profiles. In this video, I'm going to share an example of a quite unique requirement in terms of what I'm looking for to qualify whether it's a company I can help, and then share how I'm using Clay to do the rest of the lead research for me. So the situation is I'm looking to prospect for the product onboarders. It's a service that helps SaaS companies that have a free trial optimize their onboarding experience. So we record a video going through the first run experience of that product, and we provide suggestions and recommendations that they can change and improve their onboarding process so that they can increase visitors to free trial signups and then free trial signups into paying users. So the companies that we want to work with are B2B SaaS that have a free trial. Now, you can scrape Google results and look for the word free trial or get started or start now. However, it's not always accurate, and we want to make sure that we are only sending emails to companies that definitely have a free trial. So the process that I go through is that I'll look at the website, I'll check to see if they have a free trial or free trial sign up, and then I want to find out who the owner or founder or CEO is of that organization. Now, the smaller the company size, which is an important segmentation for us, means that it's usually the founder or the co-founder that we need to reach out to. The larger businesses will often have product teams or growth teams, and it gets a little bit confusing to find out who the right person is to speak to about onboarding because it can be shared across different departments. So what I'm deciding to do for this one is I'm looking at Product Hunt because I know a lot of products are shared on Product Hunt. And then I'm looking at each individual website to work out whether they have a free trial. And then once I've decided that this is a company that I can help with, I'm using Clay to enrich that data to find the email address of the person I need to reach out to. So looking at Clay here, this is what I've got set up. So we've got a number of different headings. Now, I'm still getting used to Clay. There might be a more efficient way of running this process, but this is what I've built. It took me about an hour to get to this point. But the first thing that happens is I need to add a company domain. Once I add a company domain, I'm pulling in the Apollo data through their API to find the company account in Apollo to give me the employee account. Then once I have the employee account, I'm then searching based on the company LinkedIn account to find specific job titles. So the job titles I've got that I'm looking for are founder, co-founder, co-founder without hyphen, CEO, chief executive officer. And as I'm doing this manually, I'm finding that there are alternative or different job titles that I need to add in. So I can quickly go in and edit this, the segmentation here, the enrichment even. And then I've also got another enrichment, which is looking for the work email. And as you can see, it doesn't always find a work email, which is fine. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to prioritize the leads that I've already got the email for. And then I'm going to go back and try and find a different person or a different email for the leads that we couldn't find any emails for using Clay. Maybe not even using Clay, maybe just the way that I've set up Clay. So why I'm sharing this is, like I said, it's quite hard sometimes to always have a list that you can export or scrape from directories. And sometimes you just need to look at things with your own pair of eyes to determine whether it is a qualified prospect for you to reach out to. Now, of course, I've done this manually myself, but I could outsource this to my assistant or have a company do this for me as well. But for the purpose of this video, I'm just going to do this manually. So the campaign I'm going to run is Product Hunt. I'm only going to send the emails and I'm going to reference the fact that I came across their profile on Product Hunt. And then I'm going to move that conversation into talking about the risks they have if they haven't got an optimized onboarding process. And the reality is, for early stage founders who are shipping product, onboarding and activation is often an afterthought, and they don't spend as much time on that as they do on the acquisition channels. So that's the message that I'm going to go with. This video isn't about that message, but it's about the process of reviewing the websites and then running them through Clay. So I've had a look here. I've got a few different websites. So I'm just clicking on this link. I've already opened the tab. Now this one has go to app, start, and I'm looking for start free. So usually I actually click on the link to see if it does have a sign up flow. Sometimes websites say start free, but then it goes to book a demo, which I personally hate. So this is a good website for me and a good prospect. So I go into Clay, go back to here, add a new row, hit enter. Then what I tend to do is just look at the next website. Senja, I know the company well, but for this example, I'm just going to copy. I've actually got the co-founder's email in my inbox, so it'll be interesting to see if it gets it. We've got Floik, I'm not sure how to pronounce that. Showcase the power of your product in minutes. Now, this is a really good example. This is a company that has Try for free, but they are in the product onboarding space or the demo space. So I'm not going to reach out to this prospect. I might have a look separately, but for the campaign that I'm sending it out to, because I'm trying to educate people about user onboarding and product onboarding, these guys know it. So I don't want to use these in my campaign. So another example of why you want to manually look at websites if you've got particular requirements of who you work with. Then we've got Ahoy Connect. So I can see we've got a sign in, but I can't see any call to action. Let's see, explore templates. So it doesn't look like they have a free trial. So again, that's fine. They're not the right fit for me. So I'm going to have a look at another company. Go down here, show more. Let's have a look at this one. Let's have a look at this one. So I'm opening up in a new tab. Sign in. Let's see, sign up. Sign up and start telling your story. So that looks like they'll have a free trial, which is good. Now, sometimes the subdomains throw off Clay or the enrichments here. So we'll see how that works in a second. I just want to put a few in so that we can see what it looks like. Lead Delta, add to Chrome, book a demo, try Lead Delta free. So this has a sign up process. Pretty good looking form with some social proof, which is one of the things that we look out for. So that's another good prospect for me to reach out to for the product onboarders. Back into Clay. Okay, so I've added in 4. Obviously took a few more minutes to do that because I was explaining what I was looking for. And as you can see here, we started off at this company here. So it's managed to find it in Apollo. It has 2 employees, which is a good sweet spot for us. The LinkedIn URL is here. That's for the company. And then it went and found the chief executive officer, and I didn't find the email address. So no worries. I can try and find an email address in another way or change the way I'm doing that in Clay. But for Senja, I found Ollie, and that is Ollie's email. For this one, it didn't, and I think this could be because of the subdomain. But for Lead Delta, we've got 19 employees, which is good. 2 profiles here. We've got the co-founder. And let's see if we've got the email address. Yes, we've got the email address. So that now I can take those emails and enroll them into the product hunt specific campaign that I want to send out for the product onboarders. Like I said, the Clay setup could be improved. I've just been playing around with it recently. But I wanted to show you that if it's not possible to automate the account searching or the scraping of a database or using a source of data, you can still automate the people side, the email side of your lead research as well. So just because you can't automate it all doesn't mean that you can't just automate a small part of the process. Hopefully that's helpful. Take care.